Dan Smith, 501K heads up in Ivy's room on May 2nd. And, I'll tweet about it. And some people will say that I'm not going to show up. And to me, you silly motherfuckers, I'm going to be there with bells on. There isn't a thing that's going to stop me from playing that match. And then I have another match, a 1K, 2K match that's going to be on PokerGO against Victor Limitless, who's considered to be one of the greatest.
MJ, a lot of questions coming in about you. Who's this MJ guy? Where did he come from? What's his online name? What gives him the right to say all this shit? And people asking about the challenges that you're involved in. So, we can take this in reverse order because you said you have challenges going on that are also coming up. So, give the people some insight into your own play as it pertains to some of these matches.
Yeah, look, I'll address who I am first and foremost. I play high-stakes poker. I've been playing professionally for a long time. I've flown under the radar on purpose, been playing in private games primarily. I first started playing publicly, as far as the limelight is concerned, in the 2018 or 19 World Series, the series before COVID. And I was drafted by Daniel Negreanu on his 25K fantasy league. And no one knew who I was, so I went for $1, which is the lowest you can go for. And
which was awesome. We crushed it with that.
Yeah. And, we had a lot of side bets and prop bets, and I won $1 million at the series. I think I final tabled 3 final tables and cashed 14 events or something like that. I was at the top of Daniel's team. And then me and my partner, we've just been developing our product, still playing in private games and working with clientele on the higher end private side. And then, all of our, Bill and a couple of other notable clients, sat us down and were like, no, dude, stay private. There's no need to go public right now. You're going to blow up your private game spots. This isn't about ego. This is about money. This is about a good product. Take your time. And then we reached the point finally where, again, they sat us down and said, look, it's time to go public. The product's almost done. It's great. Everyone loves it. Let's go. And so now I'm starting to play in the limelight and take on interviews and podcasts. And I'll be playing Dan Smith, 501K heads up in Ivy's room on May 2nd. And, I'll tweet about it. And some people will say that I'm not going to show up. And to me, you silly motherfuckers, I'm going to be there with bells on. There isn't a thing that's going to stop me from playing that match. And then I have another match, a 1K, 2K match that's going to be on PokerGO against Victor Limitless, who's considered to be one of the greatest online players in the world. And I think that's true in 6max. Don't necessarily think that's true in heads up, but I'm going to find out, I'll tell you that. And as soon as he can magically, conjure up his passport that he lost, then the game is on. And then I'll also be playing another match, Ike Haxton, 501K, and that will be after both of these matches. And Ike agreed, and I agreed, and so we're going to set terms and play then. But I got to be honest with you, man. There's one person I want to play more than anybody, period. I would drop every single match if I can play Phil Ivey heads up. As big as he wants, wherever he wants, I would pitch a tent and I would live at that table.
What can I learn on hybrid poker? Is it heads up? Is it 6max? Is it tournaments? Is it cash games?
For our initial launch and opening, we're going to have 6max, full ring, 9-handed, and heads up.
Okay, and is that basically one of those 100 big blind, reset every hand type deals?
Yeah, in the very beginning, we're going to have 100 BB stacks, and then we're going to, within a few months, we're going to have a lot of different stack sizes for you.
Right.
But we decided that we want to get out soon, and we don't want to keep pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. We want to launch as soon as we can, and that is because of that, we'll be having 100 BBs for big blind, for heads up, full ring, and 6max.
What's the date that hybrid poker is launching, and are you guys going to sell merch?
Yeah, we absolutely are going to sell merch. And the date right now, we are on target for the World Series.
October 1st.
Qualifier. On target for qualifier. Programming and software, it's always like, yeah, we're going to do this, whatever. I'm like, change the thing, the UI does this. Oh, that's 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Without Bill telling us in our ear, do this, do that, do that. Aside from that, we are absolutely on target for the beginning of the World Series.